Peace to the family. We got a special installment today, live from Turks and Caicos. We calling this one Survivor's Remorse before this market opens up. Congratulations to you all. That's part of the In the Money text. Congratulations to you all that are in the 2021 Survivor course. Those of you that's in the 2021 survival plan, I know you guys feel real great about the cryptocurrency information in there. Presuming you guys didn't hesitate, because that crypto went up over $700 since. So I know you guys are loving that. And it's still safe to go in there. I told y'all 3 weeks ago when I had that class that Ethereum was going to go over $100. I told you that while it was in the 500s. That bitch went up to $1,300. Okay? Over $700. It was a little over 500 and it went up to 1,300. And you could look at that class dated 3 weeks ago, the survival plan. 3 or 2 weeks ago. When did I do the survival plan? That was 2 weeks ago? The survival plan. When did I do that? 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks? 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I told you Ethereum is going to go up over $1,000. Get in there. And I told you why. And guess what happened? And it's dated. I came out with the survival plan 2 weeks ago. I put it in there and said, yo, one of the cryptocurrencies I talked to you about, I say, this one right here is about to go over $1,000. So congratulations. Congratulations, man. Word. Happy New Year's for what it's worth, my brother. Peace to you. Yes, sir, you did. Thank you, Alicia Johnson. It was 500 and change. I showed you where the number was at. I said, it's at 500 and change. It's going to go over $1,000. You need to get in there real fast. 2 weeks later, that shit hits 1,300 plus. I don't play. I'm telling you, there's such a thing called deterministic algorithms, and there's also such a thing called the political polarization of global uncertainty. If you understand these things, me dealing with math the way that I do, me loving numbers, motifs, graphs, charts, I love all of that. That's my world. Plus, I'm a scholar. But the thing is, I use my scholarship abilities to make monies. This is what I say about people when they deal with astrology and they read hands and they read feet. I always say, yo, why don't you integrate that into making some money? If you feel all that stuff is true, you should find a way to sneak your ass into wealth and get the freak out of poverty. You feel what I'm saying? But I know the market's about to open, and I got some amazing courses coming up for you this year. Out here with Boo, Turks and Caicos energy. She just chilling. And yo, I know y'all say, stop worrying about what the haters say, bro, but y'all gotta understand this. I do this to prepare you brothers and sisters for what's to come. Because just like people be on me, like I can't do nothing. I can't play basketball without some, oh, look at his shot. I can't wear a headdress. Yo, why he's hiding his hair? I can't wear some clothes that I personally like. Yo, that shit is ugly. Or why you don't wear something pro-black? I can't do nothing without people. I can't have my wife here. Oh, she's white. Y'all know goddamn well she ain't white. Her father is darker than me. Her father is darker than me. But you guys are on some stupid shit like you think everyone that's dark-skinned is 100% melanated, 100% black. Then you got that shit twisted. A lot of dark-skinned people are more European than you would even bear witness to. And there's a whole science to it called epigenetics. And if you understand haploid groups, and you understand when whole large groups that stayed somewhere for tens of thousands of years actually transferred and went somewhere else, you would understand that that shit is a farce. And that's why you got black people with more criminal intention against their own people than so-called light-skinned people. And then you will also understand that there's 9 different tones of melanin. That's us this time, right? Oh, there's also 9 different tones of melanin, or different shades of melanin. Black people are not defined by just only like what appears to be black and then brown. There's 9 different tones of melanin. You actually got people that naturally are complexion reminiscent to hers that are actually Nubian. Just like you got black people, you have some black people that's actually born with straight hair. That's a fact. You do have a species of black people that were born with straight hair. Or you have aborigines that were born with blonde hair and are black people. White people are not the first blondes. These are facts. And I'm not telling you turn around and blonde your hair. But shit, if you did, you might be emulating your ancestors. But I understand that people that do it today may possibly be doing it because they have a hatred for self and they want to look more like Europeans. I understand that. But when you have knowledge of self, just like the word nigger, we know that nigger is a popular word all across Africa. One of which in Ethiopia is a title of nobility that denotes an Ethiopian sovereign. And so when the white man came to colonize, he hated niggas. He hated kings. He hated black kings. When he saw a black king or he saw a black empress, he said, I hate those niggas. And thus nigger wound up taking on a negative connotation. And today, now we not supposed to say the nigger. Even to this day, he wants to petition for it to be illegal. He wants to see if he can get fines because somehow these niggas are becoming rich using that word amongst each other in the hip-hop community. Because it still invokes what the word was intended to produce, which was kings, which was royalty, which is people that are draped in the finest clothes and chains and jewelry. It still resonates on to this day. So there's a power in words. So when that white man sees a nigga, he's like, we got to stop them from saying that shit. We attempted to make them think that it's a bad word, but those guys are still being empowered by it. And don't mistake me. I know that there's a negative aspect to it because they created that connotation. But when a word is created for a certain purpose in its inception, you got to work against the cosmos. Maybe that's only going to take but so long. It's only going to take but so long. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, today's course is called Survivor's Remorse. Start off with Golden Crisis if you're not in none of the courses. Your second course always should be Real Estate, UCC and Real Estate, brotherpolight.com. Go there and get it in. Go there and get it in. And you know, it's a shame because every time I keep speaking about these courses, I'm like, I don't know if people like think I'm calling a bluff, but money keeps being made. Just like in the 2021 survival plan, I told you, anytime I come out with a course, I make sure the money gets made. 2 weeks ago, I told you, go to Ethereum. It's going to go over $1,000. My stuff is recorded, so if I make an error and I cost people a whole bunch of money, people could just upload it and show like this nigga's killing us out here, man. He's hurting us. But to the contrary, I said 2 weeks ago, Ethereum's going to go over $1,000. Get in there soon. Get in there fast. Do what you got to do. Look what happened. I said, don't get distracted by Bitcoin. That shit is costing too much money. Get here for Ethereum. This is the beginning point right here. Get in there. I've been telling y'all get into Ethereum though at the beginning of the Golden Crisis when Ethereum was 200 and change. But anyway, 2 weeks ago it was 500 and change, and now it went up to $1,300. 2 weeks later. I mean, damn, 2 weeks ain't that bad to put 500 into something to get back 1,300. That's almost $800. I made 4K for Ethereum in 2 days. That's what's up to Quan Ali. You can still get in. Get your 2021 survival plan. That's class is designed to make sure you're straight coming into this year. I show you the new real estate to put your money into and how to make it happen while the market is new and it's less competitors. That's the goal. Get in there before there's competition. That's why I told you about Ethereum. And I told you why. I explained to you why. And I showed you the crypto that you can use to make money off of real estate like you've never seen before. I do that in 2021 survival plan. I make it very clear. Those of you that's in there, y'all know what it is. It's a thorough one-day course. Don't sleep on it because the other courses I'll be ODing and drugging y'all up with classes every week and every week and every week and every weekend. And don't worry, cryptocurrency courses this Sunday. To the whole 1,000 of y'all that's here, come on, man, talk to me nice. You know I'm on the vacate. My hair growing all over the damn place. I'm loving it. Just chilling, spending that crypto money. Because y'all know my game, right? I tell you, I buy the Bitcoin when it's a spike, and I sell it somewhere during, like, ridiculous spikes, and boom. And if you joined the crypto course, and you got in, man, yo, listen. There's no reason why my students didn't make tens of thousands of dollars. Since the time I introduced the crypto course, Bitcoin went up $26,000. Actually more. Actually more. But yo, it's all good. But that's not the case. I told y'all what cryptocurrencies people sleeping on, because you gotta look at the percentage being made and how much money you gotta put in. That's what I be telling y'all. Look at the percentage being made and how much money getting in. They only want you focusing on Bitcoin because you can't really afford it. That's for the average brother or sister. So you have to come in fractionally. But I'm telling you, look at the percentages. Don't look at the 3,000% that Bitcoin goes up. Look at the 12,500% that Ethereum goes up. Or the 8,000%. Look at those percentages, you heard? I told you, look at it by percentage and what you have to invest and deal with it in that ratio. Come on, when you fucking with me, you're gonna earn. So right now, what I'm telling you guys is that at the end of the day, this is where the error comes in. The error comes in at the end of the day because I ain't about to have no survivor's remorse. And what is survivor's remorse? Survivor's remorse is when you start doing good, you finally starting to live your life the way you know it's intended, you start feeling guilty because other people are struggling. So my brothers and sisters, yo, you could just look up and down my Facebook page. I post something nice of me having a good time. Me with my wife just chilling. Oh, but there's people struggling right now. Why don't you give some of that money up to people who are less fortunate? Which I do. Well, what I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to post every time I'm saving the children here, and I'm doing. It don't work like that, because then when you post it, people say if you really had a heart, you wouldn't post it. You wouldn't try to get the props or the praise. Humble yourself. There's no way around it. So it's my business what I choose to do to help my people. But you're not going to tell me because I work so hard, give up everything that I work hard for. That's not going to happen. Oh, knowledge should be free. Your people are struggling. You over here making. Yo, listen. If I'm teaching you information that's making you thousands of dollars at a time, if I'm teaching you information and you're making thousands of dollars at a time, why the fuck can't I charge $200 or $150? That's an investment. So the first thing that I'm teaching my people is how they make your investment. Many of you never really made an investment, son, and got a return back. When you buy my class, that is an investment, because I always tell y'all, when you buy my class, you will make your money back. That's a fact. You buy the holistic mathematics, you will get your health back in return. You invested in your life. What good is all the money you're going to make if you're not even going to be healthy in the interim of you making it? But for the economic classes, everybody makes their bread back from gold in the crisis, make their money back from the 2021 survival plan. You should have made it, because when I did the damn course, I pointed things out, and the course is still relevant to this day. I gave you the blueprint, the black print, pardon me. So this is what I'm saying. People want you to have survivor's remorse. That means, yo, you made it out the hood, you're starting to live better, but every time you turn around, you need to feel guilty because your other people are not doing as well. That's not my fault, because one thing about me that's different from everybody else that makes their money, I take the time out to teach my people, and I do what I do. With all the things that I'm teaching, anyone that's in any of my courses can say this: damn, if Polight follows his own advice, he can make enough money without teaching us. That's a fact. I'll show you enough paper stacks to show, oh, he could afford a whole Bitcoin. He could afford 2 whole Bitcoins. He could afford 3. Yo, don't you know? Don't you know from the time I was teaching the class when coronavirus hit and Bitcoin was at $9,000? Y'all see me at least count up to 150 grand online. So let's just do it like this. Let's say I wasn't dumb and I bought at least 10 Bitcoins at $9,000 during the coronavirus when it hit. So since then, it has gone up to as high as $42,000, right? So let's just do it this way. Let's say I only bought 10 coins and the shit went up at least 30 G's, which it went over $30,000 since the 9,000, because it went up to about 42. So if I bought it at least 10 times, I made $300,000. I mean, come on, people. I don't need to do the courses, but I should be compensated for what I do. So think about it, and you can check the numbers. When Golden Crisis started some months ago, over 6 months ago, Bitcoin was $9,000. During that time, I showed you 150K on the table. Another time, I showed you 100K on the table. So if nothing else, even if I'm recycling the same saved money, I was able to show you the money. Every time I'm pulling money out the bank from my returns from stocks, I'm like, yo, ho, I just show you this shit for motivation. So if nothing else, when Bitcoin was $9,000, I at least bought 10 of those because I'm teaching this information. And if I bought at least 10 of those, when it hit $42,000 fucking dollars, I at least made $30,000 each pop. That's 300 grand, man. Like, come on, man. Trust me. When you see me over here smiling for real, I'm smiling for real. And that ain't count. Y'all saw me live when Wins was popping. Y'all saw me live when Hertz was popping. When everybody was like, yo, they're going bankrupt. Don't trust. And I said, yo, squeeze all the juice out of Hertz and get as much money out of it as you can. And by the time that shit fucks up, it'll fuck up, but you would have made enough money. I done went in Hertz 2-3 times. But when Hertz went down to like 20, 30 cents, and then that bitch exploded and went up like $5, yo, I bought thousands of shares at cents on a pop and told my people when I was doing it that they should, and everybody else was doing videos out of nowhere. I don't even know these people. Yo, you shouldn't invest in it. It's going bankrupt. And I said, we like to invest in bankrupt companies. That's what I taught in Gold in the Crisis. I said, yo, look for companies that are in dire straits, that are staples in the American community, meaning, or in UK, if you understand why they're failing, are they failing because their business model isn't strong? No, they're failing because coronavirus. So that means when the coronavirus starts to let up, will they still have a business that's prevalent? Yes. Would Amazon or somebody or Uber or somebody buy them out? Yes. Not because they already have a name. So why would you build a new company doing the same thing with no name as opposed to buy a company that's struggling, that has a name that everybody understands and trusts? So it was common sense for me. So I said, yo, we like to invest in bankrupt companies, depending on the circumstances. So we went for it. When Macy's was struggling like a motherfucker, I said, yo, hold on. Macy's is opening up almost 1,000 fucking new stores. They must know something we don't know. I put my money in there. That bitch went up $7, $8 later. You know what I'm saying? A week and change after I told people, yo, get the Macy's. That's called common sense, current events, and calculation. How many of you remember when Wins, I told y'all about Wins. I said, yo, if Wins does less than $25, when it goes less than 25, put the whole kitchen sink in there. Put your child savings in there. Put your life savings in there. I said that boldly. And guess what happened that day? Wins went under $25. In fact, it went down to 19. And guess what happened the day after? I said, yo, when you see it go down that amount, I did that live. The following day, next day on the live, I showed you my money in there. The following day, I was throwing up nothing but posts. Guess what? It went under $25. It hit $19 or $18. And guess what it did the next day? That bitch went up to over 90. Went up over $90. And I did that live and that was on, I think it was September 23rd and then September 24th. But I'll double check the dates because it's on Facebook. It's live. I said, yo, if Wins goes below 25, buy as much of it as you can. Put everything you can possibly in there. Because when it goes down below 25, I got what I call in the Golden Crisis class, the sucker free zone that I taught you guys about. So when you see it in the sucker free zone, you know there's going to be a bounce. And throw that money in, but don't hold long. Don't go long. Flip that shit and get the fuck out of there. So guess what happened? It went under 25. It went into the $19 range. The following day, that shit went up over $90. And many of my students made money not only for the first time, but more money than they ever did in their life in minutes. And guess what? The shit went down during that day. I already sold. And guess what I did? I said, no, we're buying back at 30. And when we bought back at 30, I just used the same money I just made. Boom, it went back up to 70-something. Same day. Got up out of there again. This is what I'm telling y'all, man. So why should I feel guilty? Why should I have survivor's remorse if I'm teaching you how to make the same bread I'm making? Why the fuck should I feel guilty? So no, make your money and you do all the philanthropy you want to do. My best philanthropy is to give it to the people that know what should be done with money. That's how I fucking do what I do. I help out people now, but I ain't going to turn around and give away 80% of my earnings to people that's struggling so I can struggle. Then people look at me like, yo, oh, you talking all this money shit, but how come you struggling? Nah, you ain't going to do that to me. I come from a long line of ancestors that have been denied, deprived, raped, you understand, and lied to. So no, when I finally eat, all my ancestors is eating simultaneously through me. They exist vicariously through my existence. I'm freeing them. They've been waiting for the day that they can be in a fancy car again and have nice jewelry. And I don't give a fuck if y'all say this shit is trash. This is my world. This is my world. This is my reality. This is how I see things. When you get your money, do what you want with your money. But I'm not about to feel guilty. And I'm going to tell you this. This is why a lot of people don't want to do nice things for their people when they make money. Because people are so jealous to make themselves feel better, because they feel bad about other people living a good life, that they'll make fun of you and disrespect you and your family and find things that's wrong with you that probably not even nothing wrong with you. They go out their way to make you depressed. They go out their way to tear you down just because you live in a better life. That's how depressing our people can be, man. They see you living a better life and they go out their way just to ridicule you. It don't even be nothing that's funny, but they go out their way to make fun of you. They go out their way, make fun of your shoes, make fun of how you look, make fun of your wife, disrespect this one, call her white, call this one ugly, say this one stupid. Like all of this for what? And then you wonder why when people make their money, they're so callous. You wonder why when people make their money, they say, man, fuck my people, fuck black people. That's how people start really feeling, because why are you disrespecting people that's doing better than you? It's like, come on. You get that, wifey? I think that's him. Oh, get them. I was going to ask you, give me the money. I'm going to give it to him. Hold on real quick. Real talk. Brotherpolight.com. Get you the golden crisis class of that 2021 survival plan. You heard? My brother. that callaloo and ground food?
Yes, man.
Yes.
Sorrow too.
Hold the door open for me, my brother. Oh, you got the sorrow.
Yes, man.
Come on now. I'm on my live right now.
Yeah, man.
Good brother right here, man. Hold on. Let me see if I can get some light on you.
Yeah, man.
This is a good brother, man. Word up from Jamaica.
Yeah.
So he knew what type of food we need.
No problem.
How much you gave him? How much are you?
Yeah, this is the point.
You got how much was it though? I want to make sure I give you the right amount.
It's 40 with the juice and everything.
Everything was 40. Yeah, how much we gave you?
I gave him 40.
Nah, you gotta get more than that. Give him like 20 extra. You heard?
Yes.
Yeah, my bad, man. I would feel bad. I don't play games like that. Right, I appreciate you doing that for me, man.
No problem.
Bird, I'm coming right now, intermission people. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm on vacation, my hair growing wild, I don't give a fuck, I'm chilling. I got some sorrow, it's so on. They put ginger in there out here too, the same way?
Yeah, man, they make it same way, but this guy actually have a business, and he actually make it so he can actually ship it home and everything, seal and everything.
Man, I'm with that.
Everything inside.
Man, that's
Thank
what I
you
need.
so much.
All right, my brother, man. I'm gonna see you soon.
Yeah, see you
Take
later
care.
on.
Yeah, peace, brother.
All right.
Yeah, callaloo. Y'all know what ground food is? Callaloo, green banana, sweet potato, yam. Word, I'm about to get ready to eat. What's up, baby? What you said? I don't know if he's working today. Oh, maybe because we his first stop, maybe? Maybe, I don't know. Hey, put this on the table for me. Yeah. You know what we about to do.
Hey.
Liddy. Yeah, word.
Look, baby, it's that real deal.
The real sorrow. Let me take a
That
look.
Real deal.
Yeah, open one up for me so I can get a sip. I'm gonna knock this water out.
Rum?
They put
They put rum?
Yeah. Welcome to the Caribbean.
I wasn't expecting that.
Welcome to the Caribbean. They put rum in the sorrow. Finish up this water. And then we're gonna do that.
Babe, this is so good. Try it?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was giving him a sip. You like it? Yes.
Boom, 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 boom. Hello. Rum and sour. I should have ordered like 8 of them sorrows, yo.
I know.
Real talk, right?
Get that ginger.
Gotta hydrate. We had a seaweed bath yesterday, right, boo?
Seaweed wrap.
Yeah, we had a seaweed bath. We got wrapped in seaweed yesterday. Motherfucker felt like a piece of sushi. And
It off with a nice little rub down.
after the seaweed seeps into the pores of your skin, goes through your bloodstream, and that thing will have you shitting all day without eating it. And this is why, you know, just like there was a case where an actress had painted her whole body and she died because she suffocated, because not only was it blocking her body's ability to breathe, because you also breathe through the rest of your skin, which many people failed to realize during that time, but you also eat through the rest of your skin. That's why the products that you put on your body is so very important to understand. If you can't eat it, then be careful if you're applying it to your body and how much of it you're going to apply to your body, because consumption takes place through all the holes in your body. Your skin is your largest organ, and whatever you put on it, apply to it, your body's still going to interpret it as a form of food. So nonetheless, we took the seaweed wrap. We went to the spa and got wrapped in seaweed. They did the whole thing. I was just locked in like this. You know, got to be stripped butt naked. And they apply the whole thing on you and then wrap you up. But man, when it goes through your bloodstream, man, you lit. But I say all that to say also, that's the reason I'm also leveling up on the water, because you don't want to be dehydrated from it as well. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you stay hydrated. Of course, we should always stay hydrated, but you got to make more of a concerted effort after you take the seaweed wrap. Spa treatment. Yeah, you know, that's what it is. I'm about to go get this food. Go make sure you get into these courses. Make sure you study. Make sure you do what you're supposed to do. Do what you got to do. Don't go through 2021 on a bad start. It's the month of January. You do this thing right, man. By the time March, June, July come, you shouldn't have to look back. That's the goal. You should never have to look back. You should never have to look back. The only thing we got to cover now officially in this new paradigm is the credit again. How to make sure I can get you guys access to 6 figures plus just using credit. We got to get into that course. We got a couple things we got to do, man. We're gonna still get to it. But man, we having fun with this cryptocurrency. Sheesh. That 2021 survival plan, the silver tsunami, get to it. Don't mess around.
Tell them this water.
Huh? Oh yeah. Look at this water right here. Yeah, it's lit. Super lit. But yeah, I'm not about to have survivor's remorse, and nor should you. So when y'all say, man, just ignore the haters, Polight, just ignore it. Nah, what I'm doing is, that's why I leave a lot of their comments up, so you guys can see what you up against, because it's going to be your friends and it's going to be your family that's going to disappoint you the most. You'd be surprised. People always say, money change you. No, money be changing the people around you. Money be making people do things, treat you different, charge you for things that people would normally do on a strength, on a muscle. Now suddenly they counting every dollar. Nah, you do it. You got bread now. You do it. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like all of a sudden, things that people would normally do, they no longer do it because they're changing because you got money. But the first thing they want to say is you're changing because of money. No, they changed because of money. They're concerned about things because you have money now. You still walking around them behaving normal and realizing everyone's flipping the script on you. So I show y'all these things because I want y'all to see how people talk about I changed. They say, yo, I don't teach no more. That's a lie. I teach more than I've ever taught in my life. I'm making more money than I've ever made in my life, and I'm still dedicating more time than I ever did in my life to teaching. So how dare they say, yo, he don't teach no more, he changed since he got money? That's a complete lie. You're changing since I got money. Because if it was about the knowledge, not only am I teaching more than I ever had before, what I'm teaching is empowering people at an all-time high level that I've never done before. That's a fact. Real talk. So yeah, man, I'm supposed to be uncomfortable and guilty because I flew out the country, the Turks and Caicos, and now I'm using my knowledge, I'm busting my moves, and I'm making it happen. We ain't got no health risk and implications because we on our holistic mathematics. Get in that holistic mathematics course and get it in, because we're going to turn it up for the month of January. We moving at a steady pace, but we about to turn it up. Word. But I need to eat. I want to get this food. Is it hot or?
perfect.
It's one great. Yo, I gotta check y'all. Did you put any Caribbean salt on it for me? We litty. I'll see y'all later. Wife got me hooked up. Talk to me nice, or don't talk to me at all. You heard? Peace. Brotherpolight.com. Get your courses, get the wisdom, get the knowledge. Study while everybody's partying. I don't know what everybody else is partying about, but I'm telling you,
They celebrate.
I don't know what they celebrating. But yo, when it look like this, it's because a lot of money got made. Every now and then I tell y'all, you should always spend some of the money that you're making and treat yourself, so that way you don't overcompensate. What does that mean? If you never really got a chance to spend money on yourself, and you save and you save and you save, the second you decide to buy something, you say stuff like this: well, yeah, you know, I deserve that. Then you buy something else. Then you buy something else. All of a sudden, a new bill come out of nowhere. Then a family emergency come out of nowhere. Then something else come out of nowhere. And then now you're out the game because you overcompensated when you finally spent. So what I say is spend calculatively. If you make $10,000, yo, treat yourself. Take 3 G's out of that bitch the first time around, and see how it feels, because it's gonna motivate you to say, I want to make that money again, because damn, that felt good spending that. But do it based on calculation. Don't do it based on impulsive, spontaneous event where it's like, yo, I'm just tired of saving. No, do it because you know, when I get this money, boom, I'm gonna take this much out of it, and I'm gonna cover this, that, and the third. And if you got some debt, man, fuck debt. Save your money first. Don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself paying debt. Because that's part of the game, so you never get a chance to have enough investment money to put it where you need to put it. Listen, my brother, you getting caught up in me so-called addressing the negative energy. But my brother, what you gotta understand is, when our people come into money, it can put you in shock seeing your people go against you, particularly your friends and family. So it's a teaching opportunity. So I get what you're saying. Don't talk about that. But if it's for the purposes of teaching, you got to relax. I appreciate you talking about, yo, don't deal with the negative energy, but this is actually not negative. You don't see me on here cursing, screaming, crying, telling you, I'm about to commit suicide. I finally made money and y'all don't support me. I'm not doing that shit. I'm in Turks and Caicos. I'm not doing that. I'm saying, when people have an experience that your people have yet to experience, it's good to be their guide or give them a foresight of where they're going, so they're not overwhelmed or shocked, so they won't think they're the only ones going through it. Also, they can say, I remember the brother mentioned something like this and now it's starting to happen, so you can know where you're at in your success. Sometimes you got to let people know what it is. But anyway, I got to get to it because she don't do it. She's like, yup, shaking her head, eating and drinking.
I'll wait for you.
I already know. But yeah, PCR. I love you guys. I love y'all so much. I'm going to always take the time out and have a strong build. This was a great session. We had about 1,300 people live. That's nice. Survivor's Remorse. Wow. What a title. Peace. Brotherpolight.com. I will see you guys. I will see you all in class this weekend. Just need a little break from every weekend. My wife can tell you I was drugged up and like exhausted, like doing 4 classes every Saturday, 2 every Saturday, 2 every Sunday. One time it was 5 in 1 because the survival plan. I was beat. I was supposed to be spending time with her. I was working most of the time. You hear? So the least I could do is give her this free time right here. And it ain't free time because it's costing. There's no such thing as free time. Alright? But again, don't let no one tell you money doesn't buy happiness. No, some people are just ungrateful. Let me explain that and close out. And we're going to have a whole stream on that. That money doesn't buy happiness is a trick for the elite and for the wealthy to make you not be concerned about getting your bag. If we can just have everyone saying, you know, the poor shall inherit the world, and, you know, you can't take that with you, and, you know, money don't buy happiness. Like, that's a lie, because you're not going to do too much things on planet Earth that don't require money in order for you to facilitate it. So it does actually buy happiness. You purchase a happy birthday card, you use money to facilitate happiness. You buy a new house, you buy a new car, I'm sure you smile when you have it or you give it to somebody. You're using money to facilitate happiness. The biggest lie ever told is that money doesn't buy happiness. Or the love. There's the love of money, which they say is the root to all evil. Right? And I disagree with that too. I love money, and it's okay because people love sweaters and they love shoes. And girl, I love that blouse. So why the fuck can't I love money if you could love sweaters and shoes? You see, I'm just talking to you and keeping it 1,000. People love that stuff, and no one says you can't love that blouse because you also love your wife. People don't say that shit. Oh, I love those shoes, girl. They don't say, yo, you got a husband. How the fuck can you love shoes and love him? No one says that. So I love money. Fuck that. I'm gonna love money. Because when I see the impact it has on my wives and my children from good things that I do for them, it makes me appreciate it and be like, yo, I want to get to the source. You know, it's okay. Some people love shoes, some people love sweaters, some people love cars. I love the thing that get them all. I just go to the source. I love the thing that helps facilitate getting them all. But I'm not here to tell you to love the money, but what I am here to tell you is that money does buy happiness. And I know what people mean, like, oh, you can't buy love. And I understand that part, but that's not the conversation. I'm not talking about buying love. I'm talking about happiness. I'm not talking about love per se. And you can't buy love, because love is just deep affection and attraction for another person. So you could get you a hoe and buy a hoe. Like, let's be for real. But anyway, that's another conversation. You just look up the word love. It has nothing to do with what people say it has to do with. And you can look at the 2021 survival plan. I have a whole breakdown about it. But at the end of the day, they tell us money can't buy happiness, so we don't be motivated. So we won't be motivated to get to the money. That's a fact. Money does buy you happiness. I know I'm fucking happy. I know my Wiz is happy over here. She over there, listen to her Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Eating her ground food. She lit. You know, this. I think the people out here are relatively happy. And compare this to people living in the projects, stuck, not knowing where their next dollar coming from, or laid off due to corona. I'm sure they're sad because they don't have enough money. I'm sure they're not happy because the lack of money. So let's not be like that. Let's not create rumors that disempower us. Let's be honest. The right amount of money in your possession will make you happy. These trolls wouldn't be trolling if they had more money. Because who the hell is trolling online with the money? Unless they're doing it for money. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo. So, I'm not going to tell you to be possessed and consumed by wanting money that you lose your morality. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just telling you, keep it 1,000. Money does buy you happiness. Because it hurts if you can't do for your child or for your husband or for your wife the way you really would want to, but you're limited because you don't have enough resources. Let's just be honest. Get enough resources and you'll be happy because you'll be able to do things for people that you always wanted to do. Whether they're homeless or whether they're friends or whether they're family. It hurts to not be able to do for people you want to do it for. That's what I'm talking about. I don't mean nothing devilish by it. Like, this whole devil energy around the world. Money is crazy. I'm just talking to you about who doesn't want to do better things for their children. Who don't want to have to budget and tell their child wait 6-7 months, and then by the time their child don't even want what they want, and maybe you still don't have the money for it. It hurts when your child asks you for something you can't give it to them off GP. Real talk. It hurts if your wife wants something and you can't really give it to her because you're on a budget. But then sometimes she could turn the TV on and see other people living a certain life. It's going to get to her, and that's okay. It doesn't mean she should leave you because you can't, because if it's love, y'all stay together. That's the difference, right? If it's really love, right, or care, y'all stay together. But there's nothing wrong with a man or with a woman wanting more out of life. And maybe even dreaming sometime about having certain situations. There's nothing wrong with it. So don't let nobody make you feel guilty for your dreams. Don't let no one make you feel guilty. Because then when you become content, then you never live out your dreams because you start making up stories like, I don't need to spend no money on that car. I don't need those kind of clothes. Nah, you don't need them. You should never need these kind of things. But it's nice to want them and sometimes get it. You don't have to need them. But yeah, let me get ready to eat. I'll see y'all later. What happened?
Trying to find some
Sun?
sun.
There's some sun right over here. It's some sun right over here. Maybe, maybe not.
It's only get into my legs. I want to feel it.
Okay. Peace and many blessings, my good brothers and sisters. Say bye-bye. Always in namaste mode. Stay in namaste mode. They said happy birthday to you. Still
you
remember.
so
I'm
much.
glad y'all know that we still celebrating. This was a great live. I love you all. See you. I'll see you in class this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Peace and many blessings. We back up and running.
It's just so good, baby.
I'm